Welcome back, everyone. Let's play Factorio, episode number 6 in our Into Space series. That is, I think, doing okay as far as it goes. Time-wise, for no time for chit-chat. So that's promising. I want to start lining up my other smelting centers. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just put these down, and I don't know if we'll be using them right away, but one of the next upcoming things is going to be steel, and we don't have that yet, so put that here, and then 1, 2, 3, that here. And unfortunately, to do steel, of course, you have to. It had to be this way, didn't it? You're going to want to do this, so we're going to have a bit of a problem here, since the trees happen to be in the way, which means I have my work cut out for me. We don't have grenades yet, would make this a lot easier, but I think I'm actually just going to take the time to cut down these trees. In this episode, let's just kind of review what I want to do and cut away. It looks like we're being attacked. I see on the mini map. Uh-oh. 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 I have 2 turrets there. I'll be horrified if they can't both handle this. Okay, it looks like one just took damage, but wasn't destroyed, I hope. I'll go up there and fix that too. But yeah, one of the things I want to accomplish in this episode, which means probably cutting away, is going up and destroying those biter bases, since right now I'm just pocket crafting a whole ton. Quite a lot of piercing ammo. And other than that, I want to get military science up and running. Now to do that, and it's the motivation for what we're doing here, I need to have stone on the line, and I also need to have steel on the line, which is pretty ambitious. I mean, things are moving quickly. I do also want to use advanced material processing. This is the one area where I will use the steel furnaces, and that's in the gray or military science recipe, or the production. I'll be using these to smelt the stone bricks, which we need for the walls, and that's that. So I won't actually even ever upgrade those. I mean, even after the fact, when we have electric furnaces, I will keep these. It's going to be right next to all the grenades, which need coal anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. I just leave it there. We'll take fluid handling next, I think. Vehicles, it's kind of interesting. Maybe I would do that instead. That'll allow me to zip around a lot faster, so let me do that. That's going to be 100 more science. It's so nice, by the way. It's just so nice when you get to the point where you can click and go. Actually, speaking of clicking and going, that one sounds even nicer. So have I kind of talked my way through what I think is going to be in this episode? We have quite a lot. I want to get more of the mining going on. So we're a little bit low on mining right now, I would say. We don't have enough to do copper, at least. We only have very few on copper, and the one line that's on copper, I think it's pretty much depleted at this point, at least on the top half of the belt. So I don't know, lots of work to be done, and here we are cutting trees, just wasting time, sitting on the dock in the bay wasting time. Oh gosh, at least cut the tree, don't get stuck on it. Yeah. At this point, I'm just going to kill a little bit of time before I cut away, because I don't want to ruin the rhythm I have going on here. This is my favorite part, cutting down trees. Sometimes after a long day at work, you just come home and you cut trees. It's very relaxing, very therapeutic. Because Factorio really does have a very good sound effect library, I would say. It's really good. Just everything sounds it's very satisfying. When you're just placing belt. Speaking of placing belt, we don't have any belt to place, or not much of it. And we haven't been upgrading to the newer assembly machines, but that's another thing we should be doing. Oh, there's so much stuff we should be doing. Okay, let's get more of this, and then let's just go steal as much iron as we can. I will take all of that. I do need to go back up north to make sure that things aren't falling apart horribly. where that biter attack happened, but just for a moment, let me try to squeeze out a little bit of extra copper. Yeah, do I do this first, or do I actually... I don't know. This is not going to do anything. Oh, nope. Yeah, it is. Oh, it won't do anything until I get... always something. So I don't think I have enough here to do this, but... Okay, we're going this way. Oh, I was wrong. The wrong one, but that's fine. Okay, that's all we got until we get through all of this. Which, to be fair, won't be too long. Copper is flowing, but this is what I meant about this line. Sometimes it annoys me to the point where I do something like this. Because this top one's only got 2.3 left, these bottom ones have a lot left, so eventually these will all go dry, but the ones on the bottom will split half their load to the top, and that'll keep it nice and even. I mean, ideally I would just have a balancer over here and that would solve all my problems, but okay, let's not get too caught up on the little minute details. I need even more of these, really, because I can never really have too many of those. Although I can also get them now from my green science area. It is a bit of a hike to go get that, even though I have to solve the the biter problem up there. The base being under attack and all. Alright, so second thing is done. Probably I don't have enough transport belt for it though. Yeah, do I? Maybe. I do now. Alright, so you can see we got some issues with the... some of the copper load is not balanced. Okay, there's that. And red science is going fine. Green science is going fine. We'll go over here and we'll steal some electronic circuits just to give them something to do. We will... oh yeah. I think we'll just take all this and you know what? Store even more of that for me. Great. But otherwise green science is fine. Repair the damage up here. And I guess this is the point where I will cut away in order to go kill some biter bases, so I'll see you back. Okay, we finished a couple of research things while I was out. Let's see, we finished the lab and then we just finished automobiles. So I was doing lab when I left. I think we'll move on to advanced material processing. I mean, rails, fluid handling, we could do any of these. We're not going to need any of them right away. They'll be done researching before we could use them. So I guess it's really just pick anything at this point and keep going. Okay, so now what is up for us next? Well, there's a couple things. I mean, I want to get to military science, but I also need to take stock of the situation. Oh my gosh, I'm not pocket crafting anything. Let's change that. I need some of this. I'm also going to need a lot more. Well, you know what? I'm not going to need a lot more of the inserters and all that, since I can just take them from green science, which is, because it's so backlogged, going to provide an abundance of them. I'm gonna grab a whole bunch, and oh, this is great. I'm glad I have that. So like, okay, we're gonna get even more of this, and the reason for that is I want to craft a whole bunch of like splitters and all this stuff. And these are very mostly gear intensive. So honestly, I probably should get up gear. You know, in one of my not even my first playthrough, or not even my first or second playthrough, but one of my early-ish playthroughs, I actually put gear wheels on a bus because I was so sick. I just wanted a constant supply that I could hoover up, and that was one way of accomplishing it. I don't like the way this copper stuff's being organized, and we do want to go down here and... yeah, we got a lot of work to do. I got more trees to cut. Okay, so at some point we're going to need to have the steel and all that belt stuff, but we actually don't have that much stone furnace either. And speaking of stone furnaces, the steel furnaces are in. Now, I don't know if it's necessarily worth it to go steel furnaces over the stone furnaces. From a speed standpoint, they are better, but if you if you're not having throughput issues, probably I would say just make do with the stone furnaces, because like I keep saying, at least those can be turned into boilers, stuff like that, which you can use throughout the game. But I don't know if steel furnaces do anything after. Oh, let's figure out what other research we should do. Yeah, fluid processing. I'll probably do trains after that. Not that I'm gonna... We don't have any need for trains yet. I love trains, but no need for them. Not yet. Because everything we need is local. In fact, the only thing I might want to do, and I'm already invested in the technology, is maybe I can start a automobile creation thing. So you have to make engines in one of these guys. I don't know why. Let's do this. So we need more steel. Let me go down and do that. Let me also go down, grab some more iron. Okay. And that iron is going to feed more steel. Oh wow, we had none left. Oh, that's a bummer. Typically, I don't run off, just sucking away and not putting new stuff in, so there should always be some ready to go. But there wasn't in that case. And oh my gosh, I saw oil processing now that we have fluid handling. I actually saw it on the list there. That is terrifying. But hey, we're 11 hours, we only have 11 hours and 15 minutes left. Oil has to get done pretty early. I'd say we need at least 7 hours after oil. 4 hours seems like a lot to get oil up and going, but... Okay, what am I doing? I'm pacing the line. I'm not doing anything right now. So what do I want to do? I can start getting transport belt up and running. We have a fair amount of it, but, there are no robots to put this down, so it's all up to us. I could just start trying to increase the number of smelting centers. Yeah, this is fine. Iron. Oh, one guy down. We could get more iron going if we wanted. The line is pretty full. Yeah, we're queued up very nicely as far as iron goes. So if I want to do anything, I guess what I would need to do is get another line going. Which is fine by me. That's fine by me. Okay, let's switch to this side now. I do it randomly. I wish I had a reason for doing things, but sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Okay, there's that. Railway's now finished. I mean, gates are pretty cool. I wish I could do that. I don't use the gates in the military stuff, but it is cool. Might as well get more the train. I mean, you can't really... Might as well get train stops. Whatever amount we have now is good enough. Let's get some more of this, though. We got plenty of this, so let's start getting the... We'll need some fillers at some point. Let me not get them yet, though. Might want to just make those one at a time. Should take a look at what my map has... What of the map has been uncovered. That is very nice. The radars are doing very good work. So I see that there are little red dots over to the left. I did clear out the ones over here. It's a mystery what's going on over here, but pollution is heading over that way, so I guess if there's a base there, we're about to find out. Otherwise, let me just... How many do I have? 19? That might be enough. I don't know, was that too many? Probably. Alright, well that's plenty of that. Let's direct this line somewhere, though. Yeah, it's getting a bit tight, isn't it? Isn't it? In fact, this won't even work. Should have come over a little bit earlier. Now that's... we can settle this a couple of ways. Probably the best way is just to send this line divert over earlier. And then it'll be this line, which is actually going to have coal in it too, so that's going to be another tricky one. We're going to have to do some processing of that over here. And then send it up this way. And like so. Okay. Same thing here. So you're currently like this, but that's going to change in a moment. And you're also only on one side, which is... because of this. Oh, brother. Okay, well that's better. At least we're solving the problem. Pretty cool that that can happen. You know, you could just put an invisible one in there. If you really... even if you didn't want to... I mean... you could use that as a way of splitting a line without actually using transport belt to do it. Because it's invisible transport belt, it's not real. But anyway, this smelting center is basically down. We need to do split, split, down, there. Okay, that one's done. We need to do the exact same thing here. Over and over and over again. Ah. So this one with the space of 4 might have to be a space of 8 as well. Actually, we can do it differently. We can just have them come up and start a little bit later. So this one will be an exception to the typical style. So what I want to do is have it start here. I want it to also... oh, time to get more of those. More underground belt, please. We have a lot of wood, too. Okay. I don't know why it's not erasing those, but it's fine. And get that coal flowing. Coal obviously doesn't drain that quickly, so it's not a desperate situation to immediately get it hooked back up. What I got terrified about, though, is only seeing the coal on one side of the belt. Thankfully, that was just a blueprint mistake, but that would be terrifying if we were running out of coal. I don't imagine we are going to. I'd be very, very surprised if we did. I think the coal of my initial deposits is the one that is least likely to, you know, or the last, at least I could say, the last to be replaced, you know, brought in, outsourced to get coal from outside. We're going to need rail signals, might as well get it now. 11 hours and 10 minutes, keep it in mind, Tortuga. Okay, so we're going to need more stone while we're out and about. I kind of want to like get some really long electric pole and just go fish some radars a little bit closer to the various places, just so we know a little bit better when the attacks are going to come. Yeah, we don't have enough stone furnaces, that's funny. So the next thing, and we need to do steel. I don't have to do it as I'm doing it right here. What I could do is just, you know, be cheeky about it, and okay, this one's going to go away, get redirected all the way back. No reason not to do that for now, since we haven't ran into a problem with throughput. I might even just split here, be like double dog daring. Up. Well, we'll just leave that happening for now, but it's obviously, this is not ideal. Yeah, I can't do anything about it. Good number of inserters, though. I'm happy to see that. Am I losing my way? We were gonna do fucking science in this, but no, I mean, I need steel. In order to have steel, I need stone. Yeah, okay, so the order of business here is go down and get steel because I just said the word and that triggered my memory. And then go over here and get stone. Over to the right, looks like there's some stone mounds we can get a few more things out of. Might be time for us to mine stone. I wouldn't even mind using a burner inserter for that. Don't see anything else. Some down there. Yeah, one more up here. Alright, this is finished. What do we want next? Ugh, oil processing, I guess. Yeah, it makes me... Ugh, just thinking about it. Okay, so we don't have to worry about biter attacks for the moment. Oh boy, we're going to have to worry about them pretty soon. Looks like the radar is actually going to even go that far, which is great. So we're going to have pretty good coverage. Can always build some more radars. I don't like to build too many of them, but seems like we can get at least one going on this side. And maybe a turret needs to accompany this. Oh. Whoops. How inconvenient. Alright, 6 fire. Can you make do with 6? Not very likely. They can probably at least kill something with 14. I forgot I'm running out of that stuff. But anyways, we'll just make a quick stop over to green science. That's another thing we need to do as well, is get like a personal restocking station set up, which is also where I make my solar power and eventually my accumulators. We didn't need this, we needed this. Alright, that's a lot. Yeah, let me pause here. Well, I had to cut away there for a moment, and actually you had to stop the recording session altogether, so I went back and watched the previous part, basically the last 5 minutes of the video I was just recording, to try to get an idea of what I needed to do, and I found some interesting things that are going on. I mean, we do need to get more ammo, which I guess we can continue to pocket craft. ABC, of course, of course, of course. I also noticed that, hey, you know what? There's a small problem here. I don't have these going the right way. So that's gonna hurt our ability to move coal, as you can see very, very clearly here that there's a problem in the line. I also want to take the steel plates while I'm down here. I mean, might as well. We can dump... Was this the one without... No, this one's 34. I think it's up here. Let's get the ammo. Yeah, that might actually be too much now. 21's probably enough. We'll just go with 28. How about that? Okay, another thing that's going on. Okay, oil's finished, that's fine. So we're definitely starting to encroach upon this one with our pollution. And, you know, that's the way it goes, right? The more you build, the more you're going to encroach, so we expect to continue to do so. Let me get the rest of these stone... Actually, you know what? I'm going to save a little bit of stone for myself. But we're at the point where we can actually set up the stone furnaces for steel. So steel's a go. We're a go for steel. And what did I want to say about that? I think we're basically just the rest of this episode probably needs to just be used as a means of setting up everything we need for military science, gray science. We don't need it yet. I mean, well, never mind. We do want it. It's the next thing. But for now, there's actually a lot of things we need to do to prep for that. Including we need to get stone onto a bus, we need to get coal onto the bus. So there's a few things. we'll just start off by getting the stone furnaces into place. Might be the easiest way of doing this actually is going up down by poles. Alright, that actually worked out without any mistakes, which I'm very surprised. I don't know, we might need that extra one. Yeah, as we're just creating here, this is the steel, where the steel production will eventually be. Not even like the most critical thing to be doing right this moment, if I have to be honest. There's other things we should be doing, but I'm here already. I'm kind of committed. So here we go. Okay, let me just get one on each side so I know what's going on there. Coal is currently being fed down there, yeah. And that's an interesting thing too. I do want coal eventually, so we gotta expand our coal. We might as well just do that. Has to be done anyway. ABC. I do like these, let's get some more of these. We have a lot of yellow inserters, which we're probably not going to be using too much of any from now on. I see that we need more of that. I don't mind having a lot of gear wheels, but that's maybe a little bit of overkill. Okay, that is a lot of coal, probably more than we need. Which means I'm going to take the bold status of splitting this. Don't necessarily want to split it this early, but I already did, so here we go. As long as I don't run out of transport belt. Now this eventually won't be needed again. We're always hopeful that at one point in time I will be using steel furnaces. I'm sorry, electric furnaces. Let's put a quick break in the line until I figure out exactly what I'm trying to do here. Because I have this one coming in as if it starts way over here, which is not currently what's going on. An alternative to that would be to actually put this one underground. And yeah, that won't work. It's only because of my phobia. I mean, it will work. Let's just do it. Just my phobia about not using the full extent of those belts, which we can overcome. So, here we go. And there will be one right here. Okay. Why did I do this way? You know, it's fine. Not exactly the way it should have been done, honestly, but okay, this one can be done pretty much exactly how it looks, I think. Yeah, alright, this is gonna work. Yeah, I was gonna say, do we even need steel for military? But we do. And I don't actually need this to split. What do you know? There's nothing more for it to go to. Unless this is the line I want to connect over to the main bus. I mean, it will be depleted slightly, but I guess that is what I want to do. So I'll just go ahead and undo the undo. I wish it was that simple. Of course, we have to just redo the whole thing, but... You know what? No, I guess we are fine going up here. And let's just get... Yeah, right on the edge. me see where this needs to go. Yeah, I think we're going to have to turn upwards a little bit. So what I'm planning to do is rearrange the buses a bit. Not any of the ones that are like super well established, but this is gonna be a bus, right? And this is right now this is in line with the green circuit. I'm gonna change that though. Whoops, not you. I'm gonna change that to be. I think this is gonna be steel. So the left two most will be steel, which means I don't need them yet. So I'm wasting this. But the right two are going to be, one is going to be coal, and one is going to be stone. And that's my plan. We're about to run out of transport belt, so gotta take this one all the way up anyway. Get some more transport belt. Gotta redo these lines, but transport belt first. I think at this point I'm just gonna start taking the entire thing when I can. Yeah. I think that's... We're using it so quickly. Might as well reduce the number of times we're making trips back up here. Okay, so this is the... I hope it's this one. It must be, yeah. So I started to do green belt here, but luckily I didn't get far. We can just change that to be... Okay, this is where it was going to be. And then you would need 4, and then... So that's where this should be now. Okay, I'll just put the rest of this away. And that's where the other stuff is going to come up now, and there it is, right on cue. So these little things are just so minor. I mean, just to get the belt down in the right spot. But it's a waste of time. Everything's a waste of time. We're under 11 hours. Okay, so this is where these two belts are. Let me just run. Yeah, I'll run this one down. Because stone is down here. Oh, wow, okay, so is that where we want stone to go? Uh-oh. No. No. Don't I have a turret over here? Do not. Okay, which ones are destroyed? 4 entities are destroyed and 4 are damaged. Fair enough. And we just do this. Pave over it like nothing ever happened. Okay, so it probably is time for me to go kill that base. I also kind of want to do some goofy thing like... I want a few of these so I can just stick radars out on their own. In the meantime, though, let's get another... It's time for another gun. What do you think? 20? Okay, that's 28. How many do I have? So 1, 2, 1. Okay, I'll have 28, so I'll be able to put another turret down at some point. We did not do these yet, but it's fine. Do it now. Painful to think that I'm doing it now, and I'm gonna have to redo it when I do the electric furnace stuff, which is a super demotivating factor of moving to the more power efficient electric stuff. Talked about how I'm not going to need these yellows, but no, I definitely do. Got some more work to be done here. So we're just missing power, it looks like. Once this is done, at least. First. Try to do this as fast as I can too, not just for your sake, but for my sake. For the time's sake. Time is ticking. Well, that's not gonna work. Okay, there's that. Alright, we should have steel now on the line. As soon as I get this all squared away, at least. That one should work. This one should now work. I think we're in business as soon as I do some... Well, speaking of steel, let me get some more big electric poles. I'll get some more steel as well, since oh, we don't really have that much, do we? Well, this guy looks like he's got some iron for me, and you look like you have some iron for me. Do you have some iron for me? We'll take it all. More pollution. Okay, now let's do this. I mean, we're just about to have our own source of steel, so this is probably the last time I feed those, because now it's going to be done on its own. Hooray! Yeah, eventually this should be the way it's done too, but okay. We're working on it. Now, using these big poles, and this convenient space of 2, I guess, we'll do this, and we'll see how far we can get. We can get here, or there. Okay, that is what we'll do, and we're done. I just have too much wood, so let's dump some wood in there. And only more wood to come too. Okay, let's get some more of this, more of these. Oh, we're gonna need a lot more of those. We need a lot more of these. I wonder what are we short on here? Steel. Okay, fine. Oh man, we need steel to create those? I did not know that. By the way, this is going to be stone, and coal is going to be one of these as well. So I guess stone will be the right more? Well, okay. It'll be to the one of the right of that, I guess. Could also have coal come from down here, but whatever. We'll just do it this way. I think we're committed. Is this enough distance? I don't know why I did it this way. I just can't explain what's going on through my mind. Trapped. Big trees. Think they're tough guys, huh? We'll take care of you. Alright, go! No, go. So I think this is what we're going to do. I have stone on the far... Ooh, you know what? No, I actually think I'm going to do this the other way. I think I do want stone on the... I mean, coal on the far right. Do I? No, I don't. Just wait here until we make our decision anyway. Coal being on this part is going to be better. But you are going to come all the way up, so that means I need to delete you... Okay, I do need that underground thing, though. Okay, so we can just bring it up this side and then turn it at the last minute. Because it does fit nicely around this way. Okay, we want... Oh, look at that. We have no... Well, I think that we're now, at this point, producing... stone on our own. Sorry, steel on our own. Is it true? Yes. Okay, I was like, wait a second. Okay, yes, it is true. Just go up here and steal a ton of steel. Steal some steel. And hey, we need that for chemical plants. We'll just start producing those. We have assembly machine 2s now we can build. Oh my gosh, we can do solar panels. We can do pump jacks. All right, getting steel on the main line was a very good idea. And actually, I can curl that. I mean, I didn't put it on the main line yet, but actually, that's what we can do. So this satisfies. I believe this will satisfy all the requirements we have for gray science. I'm gonna go up a little bit just in case we choose to expand this. And this will be that and that. And we'll run this back. And are we gonna make it? Yeah, we have plenty. Okay, let's have them merge at some point so that they balance. Fantastic. So steel's on the line, we have coal on the line, now all we need is stone. Now stone's a little bit more tricky. And by the way, I think I need more. Oh, I just used all my steel. Ah! Did I use all my steel? Is that the copper? I just need copper. Okay, that's better actually. Copper I can get very easily. Yeah, we need more ammunition. Always more ammunition. Always more everything. I mean, I need everything. So yeah, we're gonna start putting some more stuff down here. Okay, so that's as far to the right as we would need to go. I think this is gonna cover it. So is that the most? Is there any point in time where? Yes, there is. So this needs to go down one. Okay, so this needs to go. This looks like I can go all the way out here even. Okay, that is real. Let's do this. Okay, and then go over -1 from full range. Jump 2. And -1 full range. Alright, then this goes this way. Uh-oh. I did that completely wrong. There we go. I think I'm only going to activate this middle row for now. But, you know, in theory later we can get more. Do some splitting or some merging over here. This is going to require some on this side as well. Not much though, apparently. Okay, it's good. And we'll get more of these, because I'm sure I'm basically out of them after all that laying down. Might be okay now. Let me actually disconnect this one's connection. Okay, good. I want that to be disconnected. Just this main one is going to work for now. But let's also use, we have some steel, so let's get more of these. There they are. And this should connect us over here. At least we'll try to get as far as we can. Ah, just one tiny pull away. It's fine, we'll just do it this way. Okay, they're in green, they're business. Yes. Very good. Alright, so that is a lot of work we've done in this episode. I probably am way over on time now. But at least everything seems to be working. We have our steel production up. We have our coal onto the main bus. We have stone, which very soon... I guess I actually need to connect it to the main bus. 10 hours and 45 minutes. If we need grades... we got to do this a little bit faster. I don't know how to do that, but... I guess we're also going to have to move this. How the hell am I going to do this? Just in a roundabout way, I guess? Okay. So at some point you're going to merge. I don't know. I don't know what exactly you're going to do, but I'm going to make this line, we'll do it down here. Here, and then after the copper is going up, you will go up this way, and you'll double back. We need 1, 2, let's go back this way. Okay, so 1, 2, that's too far. It's actually correct that it goes this way for once. And then you, whoops, didn't even see that tree. Hooray! Alright, so Stone can actually get onto the main bus now. After that long journey. Voila! Alright. So all the ingredients for success are now on the main bus. We got green circuits way up there. We got all the normal stuff, copper and iron. And now we have a few of the exotic items like steel, not so... You know, that's not too exotic, but we have coal and we have stone. So it's always a question, what's the best, like what's the optimal thing to put on the bus? It's going to vary from person to person. I like to put as much as I can the raw ingredients on, because then you don't have to, your bus does not become completely unmanageable. The downside of this is, I only have one line for coal. This is going to be heavily taxed when we have anything beyond gray science. So I'm going to convert that line to red. But even then, I'll probably consider feeding this line directly to coal, and then actually having my coal like intake station. Let me pause. My coal intake station should be done maybe even further up, and then that one will replace the line for coal, which will just purely be fed to gray science. Anyway, this is probably a good place for me to call this video to a close. So... oil processing is done. I guess I can do this quickly. We know that we need gray science for some of the next stuff, but then after that we're going to need blue science, which is going to be, I mean, heaven help us. I guess I should get advanced electronics. For that I need to get plastics, and for that to do plastics, obviously we're going to need oil. So we're getting to that point. Oh man. Oil is it's actually one of my least favorite parts of the entire game, is getting my oil system under wraps. I really don't like managing fluids. It's just something, it's just a personal bugaboo. But that's okay, we'll get around it. Until the next episode, thanks for watching, stay safe, and take care.